Both players are ready. Let's start this semi-final match in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Square, bar, T, same piece sets confirmed.
Yeah, interesting. Myles made the adjustment on the square with the first piece to accommodate the long bar on the left. Normally you would not set up an LJ dependency first piece, but Myles did it. Seeing the players pull out all the stops even from the first two pieces.
Oh my god.
Oh, so my voice is going to be cracking a little bit. I apologize. I've been doing a lot of talking this weekend.
Yeah. There's a lot of the players have been doing the commentary, and it's really cool to see everyone helping out with this event. It's been so cool seeing everyone again. I made my debut literally last year, and from then on it was just been a whole blast. So I'm so thankful for everyone to for this event, to like keep this event going on, and yeah.
Thanks so much, K9 watching Tetris for the 3, 2, 1 bits. Good luck, have fun. Agreed.
Of course, K9 being a very wonderful member of our community, being a really big player of support.
So currently a little bit early on, Alex T has built up about a 1.5 Tetris lead. He had a clean board right until I was about to give the score update, and now Alex T is in a little bit of trouble. Oh no! An early top out from Alex T. Myles, you need 118,000. And with that Tetris, Myles has done it, taking game 1 in a shocker.
The look of just what on Myles' face of, are you serious?
It's the danger. It can happen to anyone, even the rollers. An early top out.
All right, both players are ready again. We have incremented the seeds. Let's start game number 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
I think those two other commentators have to not talk at the same time, maybe because there's something that their voices are so in the same register. And by God, I felt my head physically swell.
We're getting some insults on the other side of the set here from Vandy. Thank you again, K9, for the 3, 2, 1 bits. Let's hope we go a little longer than that last game.
Yeah.
Professor L, hello there. Professor L being another big part of the CTM community, runner of the Classic Tetris bot, right?
Professor L, yes, that's right. One of the core contributors and person who maintains the Classic Tetris bot.
It it helps make matches so much easier.
Yeah, it's really an honor having both fridaywitch and Professor L in the chat. Of course, the founder of Classic Tetris Monthly and one of the only people who participated in the very first month to still be around and active in the community.
So cool.
Still watching, and this is what it's turned into, a massive in-person event with the best Tetris players in the world, many of them flying out to participate and have a chance. Will Alex do that? Line spin, and there it is. Line spin for Alex T.
Quick score update, 122.
Oh, no.
Oh, whoa.
Oh my God, it is.
Oh, it's right when we do the score updates. It's when Alex T gets in trouble. Oh no, this is a big risk of an early top out again. Alex T gets the piece over. He can open this up, gets a long bar, but it doesn't clear
that
anything.
Over. Oh my God, scary stuff here. Clears away a double. Nice burns. Is set up for a Tetris here. Needs a bar. Ooh, nice L tuck. Oh my God. Is ready for another dirty Tetris.
Winning it out.
Oh my God. Is not ready up. Ready for that.
Oh, a delayed skim that did not work out. It's open. Alex T bangs down the Tetris.
Oh, my
almost
Lord.
out of it. Oh, he's going for the triple. It's an interesting move. Takes the double there. And finally, Alex T is clean about 20 lines later.
Can I do this score check without Alex T getting into a burn?
All right, hopefully we won't jinx him on the third time. Go for it.
220 for Myles, 209 for Alex T. I don't know if there's like some little burnout there for Alex T right now. Maybe after that that match against oh god, I already forgot who he was playing.
Did he just play Opox, I believe?
He played Opox, that was it. Oh my god. I've been commentating so many matches. These players have been just flying by into these seats, and I'm just like, I'm barely keeping track.
Yeah, you know, this event, it's a little bit of a suffering from success situation. We had so many high-level players out here. The matches are going a little bit longer than expected.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get through all of these as fast as we can so that we can have every single match played in person with the hype of the live crowd.
Again, this is a double elimination tournament, so it's not just single, like, it's not just a loss and you're out. It's a loss and maybe you'll fly by. I don't know. It's again, double elimination does that. So we're trying to get through these matches as fast as possible, and hopefully with this match, it's going to be not necessarily quick, but at least good to watch.
Absolutely. Myles with a beautiful, slightly dirty Tetris to perfectly well transfer back to a traditional right well. So both of them right now have textbook perfect Tetris stacks. Myles is in the very slight lead, but Alex is going to take it back virtually neck and neck. Less than a 1 Tetris difference between both players. And both of them around the same amount of lines as well. Myles a little bit behind, but not really enough to make a significant pace difference.
Absolutely.
Alex D smacks down another Tetris 445. This could be a mid 500, near 600K transition for Alex T. And
well into
Myles,
500, yeah.
It was looking also at about a mid 500K transition. So this is normally what you would expect from players of this caliber. They can knock down 550Ks pretty much every time.
Definitely.
It's a delicate dance, though. They were pulling out a lot of advanced moves with tucks and delayed skims and everything, playing a little bit aggressive, a little bit risky. It almost didn't pay off for Alex T, but he was able to save it. What an amazing move by Myles there with the J piece.
OJ, let's go. Oh man. So about less than 10 lines to transition for Alex T. Myles a little bit behind in lines at least, so does have a little bit more scoring opportunity here at 119 at 507K.
And Alex T is getting cursed with S's that he has to place on columns 9 and 10. It's going to cost him a couple more burns. He's hoping now, getting a little bit of traffic in his stack right before transition, but he's able to get the Tetris. No worries.
Yeah. Not death, but still just an annoying thing to deal with when going into transition. Nice triple.
Yeah, it's going to cut a little bit into his pace. So Myles transitions around 540,000. Dealing with a little bit of stack parity. Gets it open and clean. Ready for the Tetris. Thank you so much to the random person who redeemed a coupon code for 25 cents to add to the prize pool. Unfortunately, I didn't see who it was, but thank you. Every little bit helps.
It sure does. We're at 1626 in the prize pool. If you go to the Matcherino, which I will post here in a little bit, you can contribute to the prize pool. It is completely fan funded, and you don't even have to do money. You can even do little free redeems, so you don't have to peek into your wallet to help out with the prize pool. Oh my God, was that a dirty Tetris?
Yeah, Myles gets an
there?
amazing dirty Tetris. He had a T-spin set up, but the line piece came one piece too early for him to get it, and he managed to recover and still get a Tetris out of that. It's the greatest feeling when you're in the middle of a really high dig, when you can get a Tetris and keep some of the pace.
Yeah. Oh, my head is becoming like lightheaded from just talking.
Yeah, Aku says, Scott, are you going to make a video about this event? Absolutely. There was an amazing match earlier where Sharky and Fractal both got 1.1s with DAS in the finals of the DAS tournament, and Fractal actually set the world record for DAS in competition. So
Insane.
We've already had an amazing moment here at this tournament.
To think that I was playing him like 2 people ago. I was 9th seed, he was 8th seed, but he kept pulling upset after upset, beating out Maestro and getting into the finals with Sharky. Like, oh my God.
Absolutely. I had no idea how good Fractal was with DAS, but he is a force to be reckoned with.
Absolutely. Ooh,
But
nice.
getting back to the game right here, oh my goodness. Both players are looking at well over a max out pace in the level 29 kill screen transition. Both of them are dealing with some holes in the stack. There shouldn't be any danger. Alex T gets it clean just in time for a Tetris. And Myles is going to have to take a triple. He's set up for a slightly dirty Tetris. Uh-oh, getting a little bit of an S-Fire.
Oh, I hate those. Doesn't want to burn. Oh, wow. Gets that long bar all the way over for the dirty Tetris.
Yeah, I thought he was going to burn with that square, but he opted instead for the aggressive move. Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Super dangerous. Myles now needs to skim at the top. This is
Good
not where you
skims.
want to be right before the level 29 transition.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
This is going to be very difficult. But if anyone can pull it off, it's Myles, known for his amazing digs he will post on TikTok. But I don't know if this one's going to happen.
Yeah, that's it. 9:45, and with that, Alex D is good for game number 2.
We are all tied up here.
Alex T trying to center himself, maybe not really satisfied with that performance from earlier. All right, both players are ready. Let's start this game number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I know you stayed quiet for that, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to stay quiet. We had some feedback from the commentary team next to us that both of us saying it at the same time was causing some kind of oscillation in the wave form.
The frequencies were
frequencies were aligned too well, and it was causing some feedback.
Oh man. Alex T with the first Tetris of the game. Myles going very aggressive here, taking a safety triple and getting the Tetris.
So yeah, both players off to a nice clean start. It's exactly the way you want to start a game. Always feels good to get that first Tetris down.
I love Z-Tux. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was such a clutch move by Myles to not have to burn any lines. Skim. Those are all the little decisions that can add up to transitioning with a higher pace and putting the pressure on your opponent.
Yeah. Both players, one game win each. It's now a best of 3 here. Let's see what these players can do. Maybe we'll go to a interesting decider. I don't know. Depends on the outcome of the game. My brain is like breaking right now.
Myles opted for the safe move. He thought for just a moment about going for the dirty level Tetris, but instead decided to play it safe. Probably the right move at this stage in the game. You don't want to risk anything like a dumb early top out. But both of them are very solid right now. Alex T is ahead about a Tetris and a half.
We do not want a Alex T versus Sidnev situation all the way
Alex T
back.
does not get the tuck setup he wanted. Has to burn 2 lines. Myles takes the triple. These are all the very standard moves you'll see from top players to keep the well open at the same time while burning the stack down.
.214 at 47. Meanwhile, 183 at 48. Now 206 with that Tetris.
Yeah, so both these players are pace matching each other very well. Alex T is about 1 Tetris ahead and has managed to maintain this for the past like 30 lines or so. Both of them just perfect clean stacks. Well, actually, Myles has a double setup. He's going to end up burning it with 2 singles. And now he's open and clean again.
Yeah.
At the same time, Alex T gets in a double burn situation, ends up having to burn 3 lines. Now they are exactly at the same amount of lines, and Alex T is about 30,000 points ahead. So that was the true pace check right there.
A little awkward setup here for Myles in the middle of the board. Gets a Tetris. We'll try and clear away those 2 lines there. There we go. Opening up the well. Trying to get Tetris ready here in a little bit. Alex T, though, also... Both players actually just clean boards. You really want to have this sort of board all throughout the game, not letting the other opponent take advantage.
Yeah, so we just got another little bit of a pace check. Both players passed 75 lines, and they are both well ahead of where you would want to be to get a safe mid-500K transition. Typically, you want to be at around 300,000 points at 75 lines. So
Yeah.
basically 100,000 points every 25 lines. So next benchmark, they would want to get to his 400,000 points or more by 100 lines. Alex T is already above that right now, 402,000 at 86 lines. So
Yeah.
Alex T has a very good pace going here. Myles is also going to get to 400,000 by 100 lines easily. Now at 396 and 94 lines.
Yeah, a little later than Alex's, but again, still very good game regardless of the pace. But keep in mind, we are about 40 lines to transition, and something about pace.
Yeah, Myles gets a very annoying parity situation. He had to set up a really uncomfortable high stack with a long bar dependency, but caught the long bar right as he set it up. It's always nice when you're forced into a tough situation with RNG and then it gives you the piece to bail you out.
I love those situations. I feel like I rely on them too much when I play.
Alex T had a very nice Vitz there.
Oh, I wanted to call it Vitz. No.
Oh.
I love Vitzes. They're so quirky.
It's tough when you're commentating two such high-level players. They're both putting down amazing moves that are worthy of shouting out at the same time. We can't always get to all of them. That was
Exactly.
an amazing move right there by
my
Alex T
God.
to avoid the long bar dependency. Ended up turning it into a tuck setup, and it
Love
worked
that
out
adjustment.
perfectly.
God.
We can try to bring this down one by one, which he is doing.
We're about 10 lines to transition here. High 600K possible transition for Alex. He does get the 600. Myles low 500, maybe can get a mid 500K transition once he opens up this well and needs a long bar. Does get it. Boom, Tetris for Myles, 540.
Yeah, so Myles is looking at, yeah, he's going to enter level 19, about 60, 70,000 points behind Alex T. So that's about 2.5 Tetrises. It's a significant lead, but it is not insurmountable by any means.
Definitely not.
Oh my gosh.
Lovely double J spins.
Such a perfect solve of that misdrop earlier. These are the kinds of moves that the top level players can pull off to just not only get out of situations cleanly, but efficiently. It's such a key component of being able to score high is avoiding all those little burns that add up over time.
Oh, that roof burn from Alex T. Oh my God. 715 at level 21, 648 for Myles. Myles having a cleaner board than Alex right now. Opens up. Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's a tuck from Alex T. Both players working with clean stacks right now. Myles has actually caught up a little bit. He's less than 50,000 points behind now.
Board climbing, not going to be able to survive that. Huff going to top out, and Dog is good.
Close battle here.
760,000 for Alex T, 706 for Myles. Very high stack that clean and gets the Tetris.
Calm down, chill out.
Same line count right now, but Alex with the more efficient game.
Yeah.
819 at 177 lines, 793 for Myles.
So typically when you want to go for a max out, you want 800,000 into level 26 at least. And here they've already both crossed the barrier by level 24. So this is well beyond max out pace into level 29 for both these players.
1.1.
Yeah, I'm not as 100% familiar with the memorized patterns for what a 1.1, 1.2 pace is, but yeah, we could be looking at mid 1.1 transitions to 29 for both of these players.
Especially with these scores at level 25, where we said you maybe get an 800K at level 25, but we're rocking it past that. 977 here for Alex T, 952 for Myles.
Yeah, so they're about 150 to 200,000 points ahead of a normal max out pace. So this is borderline 1.2 pace into 29.
Dear God.
And for context, 1.2s into 29 are very rare in competition, even for the top players. So this is exceptional pace by both of them.
Okay, Myles having to do a little dig here. Definitely probably going to get the 1.1. Has a column 2 Tetris set up here. Let's see if we can get the bar.
Yeah, so they're both having to burn a little bit, Myles especially here. So this isn't going to be 1.2s into 29, but it should be solid 1.1s. There we
Wow.
go, 1.1 into kill screen for Myles. He is substantially behind Alex T in raw score at this point, almost 100,000 points. So there's a lot of work for Myles to do here. It is very, the difficulty is ramped up tremendously at the speed.
Little mischief from for that L, and Myles will be done at B18. Alex T is good for game number 3.
A little bit of shrug by Myles there, just that miss drop high up, and he couldn't get out of it. And Alex T ends up topping out naturally too, less than 100,000 points ahead. So great games by both players. Derpy Cooper Live, who are the commentators? I am aGameScout.
And I am Mari. Hello there.
All right, ready for game 4? All right, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, the double SC start. Both of them play it exactly the same way through 5, 6. Oh, and then 7th piece they diverge.
You can see the stacking theory at work, I guess, when both players are performing very similar stacks.
Absolutely. The very beginning of the game is where you will most often see synchronized movements because they're both starting out with the exact same setup. So the board theory is theoretically exactly the same. They only diverge where it becomes ambiguous which move would be the best.
Could they be any closer?
Occasionally you will see later on in the game both players will have the exact same score at a certain point, and it's always a fun moment to shout it out because it means both players have perfectly pace matched each other throughout all the burns, all the Tetrises.
Right. And it's so cool because like it's not because like they were the same the whole time. They kind of like surprise each other with, oh, we're just at this same point now.
Right, it's almost never the exact same combination of burns and Tetrises. It's one player taking advantage of a certain sequence here, another one taking advantage there.
This is not the DAS only tournament. This is the main tournament. Ooh, Myles getting up high.
Oh, I think Myles might have missed a tuck there, very high up. Begging for a long bar, and it comes one piece too late. Okay, you can still save this with another long bar.
Gets it! Oh my god!
Oh man, that is a heart clencher right there. Myles shaking his head, knowing how close it was to an early top out there. But he is alive and safe now.
That was like a little neck crinkler. You really pulled your head back with that one.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Stop trying to make turn happen.
I think that's one of the funnest things about playing Tetris and then watching Tetris matches versus just watching as an initial spectator when I initially got into the scene. You have the ability to empathize with the players because you know what the situation feels like, how high up it is and how risky it is.
Mm-hmm. It's like you've already built in like that sense of danger from playing the game, and seeing other players play that sort of danger too. It's like, oh.
Yeah, so score check. Now we'll see if we don't curse them again. Alex T's at 227, Myles is at 202. They're about neck and neck in line, so this is a true pace match here. So yeah, there's 2,000 points apart. Trading Tetrises back and forth.
Yeah, Alex T needing to win this game to move on to, I believe, the finals of the winner's bracket, and not make it into the loser's bracket.
Yeah, this is match point for Alex T. Myles looking to stay alive here in the match. Alex T has a beautiful center ball Tetris. He's going to get it.
Dirty Tetris too, because it was off of row 1.
Is he going to go for it here? Oh, he does go for it. Contemplates taking the triple, but the last moment sets it for the Tetris and gets it again. All right, so how will he approach this here? How will he burn off that little piece of garbage that's preventing his stack from being clean? All right, he's set up for it. How will he get the well transfer? Not getting the piece for the well transfer. Finally gets it. Will he set up the Tetris on column 9? It will probably involve doing a burn unless he gets multiple long bars here. And he's just going to take the burn. The smart thing to do. Oh my gosh.
Move.
Myles is
wow.
very high.
Oh,
I completely missed it.
yeah, a little. Wait. Yeah, I guess the T-spin
Nails
and
the T-spin.
opens up the well. Boom, Tetris 320 for Myles, 332 here for Alex T. So pretty close game here at 90 lines. Really like both players taking in several trials here in pre-transition. So not like outstanding games, I'll say, but even again with these players, it's like, what could that even mean?
Yeah. Vince! All right, I'm glad you got to take that one.
I have to. I'm like a crippling addict with Vince's.
Yeah, okay, Stacking Arena says question mark. So a little bit of an explainer about Vitzes. So normally when you're trying to play and avoid burning, you'll set up tucks. And typically the tucks, like what Alex C just did there, it's to prepare your stack to be able to use it for Tetrises. A Vitz done intentionally in most situations is a very risky move to do because you typically want to save your line pieces for Tetrises. So the fact that you can set up an I-tuck setup and get it, it's one of the most swag moves you can do basically in the game.
I don't know about swag, but it's definitely like contentious, I guess, when someone
it's
does
contentious. Yeah, sometimes they happen naturally.
Yeah, sometimes
And-
you have to, like, especially like when like the eye piece is just next in line. Then
Yeah.
it's like kind of understandable that you do
Yeah.
it. When it's delayed, it's definitely like an eyebrow raising sort of like moment.
You're daring RNG.
You are daring, definitely. That's a good way to put that. 579 here for Alex T. 583 now with that Tetris.
Yeah, Myles was getting a little bit high up there, but manages to keep it clean and get back down to safety here with the Tetris. Still is going to be stuck having to take a triple here, which will take away some of his pace. But both these players are very close in score. Again, almost even in lines. Alex T less than a Tetris ahead, so it's anyone's game. Well, Myles set up a dirty Tetris here. He has a triple set up. Oh, and he's going for it.
Waiting
He's
for that
not
delayed
getting,
burn.
Yeah,
Oh.
he didn't get the right of the L, or he didn't get the right LJ. I forget which one it was. He can still get it here.
Yeah. Gets the dirty Tetris off of row 2, 657 for Myles, 697 for Alex T. Getting a good dirty triple there to transfer the well back over. Gets a Tetris, 734.
Yeah, those are the little kind of victories you play without the game where you're battling RNG. Even if Myles had to burn more lines than he was hoping for that Tetris, it's always good to finally get it. And the perfect well transfer, Myles nods his head in approval.
Get out of here. No more wrap up. Get out. Get on the plane. See? Appreciate you.
Good double from Alex T to open up the well again.
Yeah, another pace check. So remember, max out pace is when you hit around 800,000 into 26. Alex T has again hit it going into level 24. And Myles is also well ahead. Gonna hit 800,000, it looks like, here in level 25.
There we go.
So Myles should have a solid mid 1.0 into 29. Alex T looking at maybe a 1.1.
Commentators are Scout and Mari. I'm a little new Tetris player here, but I have the opportunity to commentate over these wonderful players.
It's an honor to commentate here with Mari. We both got to compete in the DAS tournament earlier,
Yeah.
which was so fun.
A little misrotation of the line piece for Alex T. A little scary there, but manages to burn that down really quickly. 914 for Alex T, 927 for Myles, so definitely a bit more contentious now, heading into kill screen, level 29.
Is that coming out on stream?
So yeah, Alex T has had to burn here, which has burned into his pace a little bit. It looks like he will just barely be able to get a max out before level 29 here.
Yeah.
If he has 2 Tetrises left. Myles transitions again with the mid 1.0,
Yeah.
830 something.
If Alex T Tetris now, he would get that max out. There it is. Boom, Tetris. A27 for Alex T. A41 for Myles. Myles getting a dirty Tetris off of row 1.
Oh my goodness, the level 29 Tetris. Absolutely clutch. And Alex T begging for a lowing bar now. Gets it! Oh my goodness.
A69, hey now.
This is a very tough dig for Alex, but if anybody can do it, he can. That is a very disastrous misdrop with the T-piece, and Myles is good.
Myles
He has
with the
taken game 4.
1.1. Takes game number 4, and look at that. It's a decider. All right, thumbs up for Myles.
All right.
Alex T readying up on Jim. Let's count this. Game number 5 decider in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
6, 7.
And again, the double SZ start.
Oh, Myles opting for the OJ instead. Both Tetrising.
Already in this rematch of last year's CTWC World Championship Finals. Let's go ahead and
So
get it
both
started.
players, they know how significant this is. You do not want to be bumped down to the loser's bracket and have to battle through a bracket reset, even if you make it to the finals in the loser's bracket. So there's a lot at stake here.
Definitely.
Level 60 and beyond.
I do believe the other match is done, so let me see who these players will be going up against.
Yeah. So both players looking very solid right now. Myles 69,000, Alex T 71,000. You know, early game, early even pace.
So it looks like, so the other semifinal match will be Dog playing Tetris versus Doge.
Dog versus Doge. Oh, that's great to get to see again. Dog and Doge had one of the best matches of 2022 in person when they faced each other in the Waco finals in this very same state of Texas
Definitely.
last year. And Dog got the first ever live 1.4 in comp in that match. And now, you know, the scene has progressed so much even in that past year. So it'll be a real treat to watch them go battle again.
Can you believe it's only been like a year and a half-ish since then?
Oh man, I love it. I love it. I thought the scene would plateau in skill after a certain point, but it just hasn't. We've continued to see more and more records and milestones be set every year.
Trying to break this game apart here. And what isn't breaking apart is these boards. 210 for Myles, 194 for Alex T. That was a good segue.
Yeah. So again, both these players doing what they need to do in the early game. It's just about getting a solid pace and not having an early top out. There's all the little mini mind games you're playing with, you know, the RNG to try and balance out all these little adjustments, all these little subtle things you can do to try and keep the pace as good as possible. So
Man.
right there, Alex, he had a very nice move with the square. He saw there was a line piece coming next, so he knew he could create a certain dependency. Myles just misses the T-spin.
Oh no.
He filled it up right before the T came.
We'll have to burn that away there with a couple more pieces. Does open up that well, but yeah, just so frustrating. Gets the Tetris, boom. 328 for Myles, 289 for Alex T. So even if with that missed T-spin, he's still within at least a lead of sorts.
Oh, Alex T shakes his head and frowns. It looked like he had a tuck setup, but I guess by the reaction on his face, that was unintentional. And yeah, it's unfortunately not paying off here at all. He's having to burn a ton, and you can see the frustration on his face.
There's a big square spire right there on the left of the board.
He gets it
the
open.
Tetris.
Yeah, so he wasn't in any danger of losing there, but he knew that every little bit he gives away to Myles here in pace could come back to bite him in the end game.
Definitely. Speaking of score, 399 for Myles, 343 for Alex T. Both getting Tetrises.
So yeah, Myles in the driver's seat now, working on a solid lead, about 50,000, 60,000 points, which is a solid 3 Tetrises. Not insignificant. Alex T is continuing to burn while Myles has a clean stack. So this is really Myles' opportunity to put together an early lead and really have a cushion going into the higher speed levels.
Definitely. 467 at 94, like that's pretty good pace going into transition. Probably a high 500, low 600K transition.
Looks like Alex T is trying to do a fancy tuck here, but he just didn't get the right piece to do it. Ends up settling for a few skims and just... Oh, here's the T... Oh, wasn't it? It was a T-spin setup at first, but just filled it with a line piece instead.
I just hate the long well into just a single burn. That is just so frustrating. But sometimes you have to do that in order to make your board a little safe. More burning opportunities.
It's always what you got to do when you have a long bar dependency filled with a long bar. It's a little bit of defeating when it barely clears anything.
Exactly. Yeah. J dependency, but doesn't get the J.
Alex T is visibly frustrated with these pieces right now. It's just not working out for him. He's going to transition, it looks like possibly below 500,000. Meanwhile, Myles has an easy 600,000 transition here. Just needs one more Tetris, and there he's going to get it.
Oh, misspin of that T from Alex T. Alex T is really not having the best of games right now. Really kind of struggling to control his piece movements right now.
Yeah. So the game is far from over, but it means Myles has the huge upper hand here.
Oh my God, dirty Tetris from Alex T.
Yeah, so Alex T is being forced now to go for slightly more aggressive plays like we saw right there. That would have been potentially kind of dangerous if he didn't get the line piece right away, but fortunately it pays off. So you're going to potentially see Alex T ramping up the gambles. Alex T is already known for being a super aggressive player, so this should be exciting to see.
683, 702 now with that Tetris for Myles, 500 for Alex T. So 200,000 points in the lead here for Myles. An incredible lead here. Alex T setting up a column 9 Tetris, will get the bar to get it, 554. Needs to pull out every stop to get as many efficient Tetrises as possible.
And Alex T finally gets the clean well transfer. He stayed with that level, that column 9 Tetris a little bit longer than most people would, because normally you just burn it down, but he did not want to give any more of an inch to Myles and burn down a Tetris's worth of lines. And he managed to do it in the way you always want to, which is to get the Tetris and not have to spend it burning.
Definitely. Man.
But yeah, this is a monster pace from Myles. Again, 873 into level 23. That is far beyond the 800K into level 24s we've been pointing out in the earlier games.
This is definitely a potential for a 1.2 game here if Myles plays this cleanly into level 29. 910 at level 23. Insane numbers here being pulled off by Myles.
Yeah, Myles is absolutely crushing it right now in the game of the tournament so far for him. And another Tetris from Myles, 976. He's going to get a mid-25 max out here if he can get the last Tetris. Going to have to do at least one skim setup. We're waiting now for the long bar. Where's the long bar? And there it is.
There it is. 808 for Myles at level 25. Alex T waiting for another Tetris there. Tetris is into level 26, 859.
Yeah, so this is not a terrible game by Alex T by any means. He's still probably going to get a max out into level 29.
Definitely.
But Myles is just pouring it on.
B05 here. Easy 1.2. Maybe 1.3 if the pieces are lucky, but...
Oh my gosh, yeah. 1.3s are absurdly rare. It's something I realized when doing the stats with Marfrum, Hydrant Dude, and the others. There's only been a handful of them in the history of CTM. Myles isn't going to get there with this game. He's having to do a few too many burns, but he's going to get the 1.2 into kill screen.
Still will be a mid 1.2. Insane.
Yeah, he's only about a Tetris and a half off from getting a 1.3 into kill screen. Absolutely unreal. Okay, he's just going to take the burn. That's a smart thing to do when you're up this high. Oh no.
Oh, but Alex T is also high and does it. Gets the LPS over to the right, and there it is. Myles takes the decider with a 1.2.
What a clutch performance by Myles. Insane pace throughout the entire game, pushing Alex T to his limits. Congratulations to Myles, moving on to either face Dog or Doge in the winners finals. What a match.
What a match, guys.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.